I got asked a really great question, and it was to simplify or say basically what the purpose of a warm up is. And I love this question because things in the fitness space have been, in the rehab space, have been made so complicated. All that a warm up needs to do is it needs to get your core temperature up. It needs to allow you enough time to basically go from the previous activity you were doing to preparing for the thing you're about to do. Like if you just went from sitting in a desk, haven't done jack squat physically for a while, it's going to take you a little bit longer to warm up and feel prepared for a workout. And so you might need to show up earlier to like a class you're going to, or show up and warm up a little bit longer. This is always my biggest thing when I was like a group strength coach or group, CrossFit coach, group class coach. If you need a ton of time to warm up, get to class earlier. And if you if the warm up we're gonna do in class is not enough because you got all these old mobility things that you want to work on, like that's your own prerogative. Like most of that stuff is not stuff you need to do. All right, I'm ranting, but let's go back to the goal of a warm up. Get your core temperature up, warmed up. Get you excited to do the thing you're about to do. Some of the reason I like jumping is because you can't kind of not be excited to jump. Like when you're jumping around, like you got to get your shit together. Your nervous system gets going, which is awesome, right? Then the final piece is like, is there a skill oriented component in the workout that we need to prep for? So if you're doing snatches, it's probably going to benefit you to get warmed up generally, get excited, and then start to move in a way that's going to be conducive to doing a snatch workout. If you're doing like a bunch of unskilled stuff, like, and no offense, but like a bunch of high roxy type stuff, like you don't need to get like super specifically prepared for that stuff. It's not like crazy complicated or skill oriented movement. It's like gross motor tasks that just require you to be warmed up. So the more skill oriented it is, the more you got to get your noggin in line, the more you maybe need to prep for it. But so much of like the warm up, like do this magic warm up, do that, like most of if you are generally physically prepared for the training you're going to do, then you shouldn't have to spend more than like 10 to 15 minutes warming up on a regular basis. If you're really beat up because your training is bad, you might have to warm up longer. If you're not generally physically prepared, you might have to warm up longer. That's probably more like you're just not training very well and it takes you longer to get warmed up. But like there's nothing magic about warm-ups. They're to get you warmed up to do the thing that is the actual training. They're part of the training process, but a good training process makes warm-ups really simple. That's all I got for today. Peace.